The nuclear family is defined as a couple and their dependent children, collectively regarded as a basic social unit. It is often thought natural and normal in Western societies for the social organisation of resident and reproduction to be based on the nuclear family. Following industrialisation, family structure expanded in the form of the symmetrical family. This symmetrical family is characterised by the separation of the immediate or nuclear from the extended family. This shift was driven by various other social changes, including the increased financial independence of couples from their extended family and a rise in living standards, making the home a more comfortable place for men to spend time with their families. Marx did not give any systematic attention to the family. However, he did discuss the impact of the family on changing gender relations, as well as the separation of production from the domestic sphere. One aspect of the family influenced by Marxism is the contradictory relationship between family life and capitalism. Family life can be contrasted to the ideals of capitalism, as it is based on emotional bonds of love and care, rather than economic exchange or the rational pursuit of self-interested gain. Marxism further influenced the family through the idea of the family being in permanent crisis. Such crises include changing relations between men and women, increasing divorce rates, and a heightened focus on children's rights. There has never been a specific Weberian approach to the family. However, Weber did deal with a series of important issues concerning family life. Weber saw the family structure as a product of prevailing social, economic, and political conditions, rather than treating it as an existing entity. Weber analysed family life in terms of the household and the kin group. The household was defined as a group sharing a meal and a roof, whilst the kin group is the larger network of those related by blood. These structures were often opposing, as the kinship group protected the interests of individuals within households, in conflict with the interests of the household patriarch. It differed from other prominent sociologists when it came to sex and marriage. Weber believed that marriage was essentially a way of distinguishing between husband and wife, and the social position of the children produced from that relationship. Parsons, the basic and irreducible functions of the family were the primary socialisation of children and the stabilisation of the adult personalities of the population of the society. Primary socialisation is the development of a child's personality which takes place within the family, as opposed to secondary socialisation, which takes place later in settings beyond the family, such as the peer group and the school. The central function of the family for its adult members, in contrast, was the stabilisation of adult personalities. Marriage and family life is seen as providing emotional security and support, and a haven from the stress and demands of working life. The Aboriginal family structure has undergone major changes over time through increased contact with white Australian society and interaction with external social institutions. Such changes include increased intermarriage and a declining marriage rate. Sociologist Faye Gale found that mixed marriages in Adelaide increased from 26.6% of all Aboriginal marriages in 1966 to 57.9% in 1980. Gale found that Aboriginal men and women perceive unions with white Australians as providing them with greater security and freedom from the restrictions of their strict kinship system. The marriage rate has declined considerably amongst Aboriginal Australians. This is due to the fact that on Aboriginal reserves, marriage was the norm, whereas in the city, de facto, separated and single households were more common. The stolen generation also had a significant impact on Aboriginal family structures. The Aboriginal population was subjected to systematic attempts at eradication by Aboriginal protection boards, resulting in widespread familial disconnection. More than 5,000 Aboriginal children were removed from their families between 1909 and 1969 in New South Wales alone. Sociologist Peter MacDonald has argued that many of Australia's migrants come from societies where family life more closely approximates what in Western European culture is regarded as the traditional patriarchal family. This model involves an extended kinship network, exerting a strong influence over marriage and family life, infrequent divorce, women's work concentrated in and around the home, and strong paternal authority.